In this video, we're going to be talking about money and what scares a lot of people about it. Hi, I'm Sean with Families Creating Financial Freedom, and today we're going to be talking about something that, believe it or not, a lot of people are afraid of. So if you are, you're not alone. The topic is money. So everybody might have a different reservation about money, and I can completely respect a fear and what that fear might relate to. Is it running out of money? Is it debt? Whatever it might be, there might be a background to it. But we're going to talk about it and offer a couple of solutions for helping you get through those concerns. So you want to stay tuned and watch all the way to the end. So I mentioned a fear of money, and that's our topic for today. Can you believe there's actually a phobia named for it, the fear of money? I'm going to try and pronounce it right, and I may be wrong. If I'm mispronouncing it, do me a favor, correct me in the comments. But the word for the phobia of money is chromatophobia. 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 It's defined as an intense fear of money to include spending, financial ruin, thinking about it, or even touching it. Yep. Everybody likes to think that they love money, they're excited about money, but there's a phobia around a fear of money. So if that's you, you're not alone. So let's talk about 6 different items in a list that might relate to your fear of money. Number 1, not having enough money to cover expenses. To me, this seems like probably the number 1 root of a fear of money, not having enough money to cover expenses. Well, a lot of people in America, can you believe over 60% of people in America live paycheck to paycheck? If they live paycheck to paycheck, that means they're only one paycheck or less than one paycheck away from financial ruin. So I can understand that being a valid fear. Number 2 cause of fear of money, debt collectors calling and harassing. Well, yeah, if you're not paying bills, if you're really that far behind and struggling, debt collectors can be fairly relentless. I will tell you that there has legislation has come out to address that, to reduce how they do it. That doesn't mean they don't try to find ways around that. So if that is your fear, you should look up and educate yourself on the federal legislation that protects you, the consumer, against debt collectors operating outside of the lines. Third fear, the fear of losing your job and not being able to find another one. Well, currently at the time of this video, unemployment is at a record low. New jobs being created, unless you work in the tech industry. In the tech industry, there's a lot of resetting, a lot of shuffling around, a lot of people being laid off. But most jobs across the U.S., there's not an absence of opportunity. The pay just may not be what we need to get by. Number 4, fear around money, investing in a bad opportunity or investment and losing your money. A lot of people have that fear. I see a lot of older generations that have been through other declines in the market and rough patches, having a fear of investing their money and going after opportunity, or as I like to say, letting your money work for you. And so they prefer to keep it under the mattress. That's, I would say, probably a very common fear, especially for an older generation. Number 5, and I think this is probably ties into also number 3, and that is becoming homeless or living in poverty. Well, becoming homeless, living in poverty, would you say that's a fear of money? Experts say it is. And I would say it probably ties into losing your job and not being able to find another one, being afraid that you don't have money to support yourself and provide for yourself. That's a pretty scary fear right there. I can understand and appreciate that fear, certainly. I'm sure you can. Number 6 is dying without enough money to support your loved ones. Well, there's solutions to handle that. It's better to start when you're younger than when you're later. But yeah, especially if you're a nurturing, supportive person, you want to take care of those around you. You want to support your family members. And the fear that you can't necessarily control that or contribute to that in a positive way once you've passed, and that they might not be able to live the lifestyle that you've worked so hard to support and help them have. That's a real one. There are things you can do to address and prevent that from happening. I hope you found this list interesting. I really hope that it doesn't necessarily apply to you, but I respect your feelings and emotions if it does. You are not alone. Clearly, if they've named a phobia after it, it is something that real and that common that there's a lot of people out there. So first of all, how can you handle it? How can you address it? How can you overcome it? Get help. Talk to friends and family. Find counseling. If you don't have a counselor, I'm going to include a link in my description to an online service, BetterHelp, that can pair you up with a counselor that is skilled in the area of concern, and they are wonderful to work with. Follow my link, and there's some additional value in doing that. The other thing is, talk to a financial advisor. If you don't have a budget, if you don't have a plan, if you don't know your money, let them help you. If you don't have a financial advisor, I'm going to include several links in the description. One is to my website. Go there and reach out to me. I'm a financial advisor and I'm happy to try and work with you. If you feel comfortable enough digging in and developing a budget and a plan to overcome debt and work towards financial freedom, there's also a link to my signature course on budgeting and debt elimination that includes spreadsheets, trainings, everything like that, where you feel like you're supported and someone is walking alongside of you while you do it. I hope this video has been helpful. If it has, do me a favor, follow my channel, like this video, and until next time, take care.